Hey, besties, it's your girl Shay Shay. Today we're diving deep into someone whose name just keeps popping up, like that one persistent little fly you just can't swat away. Yes, we're talking about Daryl Dwayne Granberry Jr., or as he's known on the internet, DDG. Lately, his whole public persona has been giving us make it make sense vibes. We're dissecting the psychologically questionable pattern behind his headlines, his clout-chasing ways, to that very public situation with Halle Bailey. This ain't just gossip. We're bringing the receipts, analyzing the behaviors, and asking why some people seem to always find themselves in the same type of mess. Grab your tea because it's about to get uncomfortably real. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room that brought a lot of this to a head, the Halle Bailey situation. Their relationship went public in March 2022. Then in December 2023, they welcomed their son, Halo, a joyous moment announced in January 2024. But then, darling, the plot thickened, because in October 2024, DDG announced their split. And by May 13th, 2025, Halle Bailey was serving restraining order papers, yes, papers, detailing a whole buffet of alleged abuse, verbal, physical, hair pulling, even a chip too. The most unfortunate bit of it all is that so many people online warned her before that getting with DDG was not the right move. It was not a good idea. This man was trash, according to them. I'm not trying to get sued. The allegations date back to January 2025, claiming he called her a... Listen, child, I'm new to YouTube. I'm not trying to get into any type of situation with verbiage that might not be appropriate. So I'm just going to try and keep it as clean as possible. But I think you understand what I'm trying to say. Anyway, he called her evil right in front of their son, Halo. And let's not forget the claims of him slamming her face into a steering wheel and damaging property. This wasn't just a breakup. This was a public unraveling with very serious accusations and a comprehensive fallout. And DDG's response to this whole mess? Let's say it was less heartbroken ex and more classic deflection playbook. He hit back by his own counterclaims in June 2025, where he alleged Halle was emotionally unstable, even threatening self-harm and implying danger to their son, Halo. Because of course, the women alleging abuse is always the real problem, right? Make it make sense, DDG. Make it make sense. It's almost a masterclass in flipping the script. That famous diss track he dropped in July 2023, it was less of a love song and more of a public temper tantrum about feeling insecure about her fame. Literally rapped,
"Hardest thing I did was fall in love with a famous bitch."
Hinted at cheating, but the most telling line,
"I might tweet something just to ruin it. I got platforms, I'm abusing it."
And DDG, when you're dropping gems like that, all we could do is collect them and say thank you for your service. This isn't just about exes. He allegedly used his son Halo in recent feuds with Reggie, even bringing up Reggie's deceased father for clicks, taking private issues, even those involving a child, and publicizing them for views. That's not just messy. That's a calculated chess in the game of clout. Now, if there's one thing DDG understands, it's the beautiful, lucrative art of clout chasing. He's been doing it since his YouTube days, perfecting the recipe for drama to dollars. But with Halle Bailey, it felt like he hit the jackpot. Mirroring into the Knowles Carter adjacent universe, honey, that's not just a relationship, that's a business merger. And when a mermaid's light starts shining brighter than yours, well, some egos just can't handle the shade. When the heat gets turned up, DDG's go-to move is less about accountability and more about creative storytelling. Faced with serious allegations, his playbook seems to be deny, deflect, then counter-accuse. It's a classic. But darling, we've seen this movie before. He'll drop a little something on social media, stir the pot, then act surprised when it goes over. His dismissive attitude after releasing tracks like Famous, "Oh, it's just a song," is a prime example of not taking responsibility. And let's not forget the alleged weaponizing of his massive platform, using his millions of followers on Twitch or YouTube to badmouth his child's mother. That's not just being petty, that's a whole different level of strategic mess. Some call it being misunderstood, I call it a pattern, and a very concerning one at that. Now, bless their hearts, some people have rushed to DDG's defense, and while loyalty is cute, sometimes the logic behind it needs a serious reality check. Especially when you hear people say things along the lines of, "Well, he's always been so sweet to me," or "I don't believe it because my experience with him has always been good." And to be honest with you, people like that, please take several seats. We need to have a serious conversation about that line of thinking.
But Diddy is actually a genuine, nice person. Like, he is shark. He be sharking. But to me, he's just a genuine person. He's never been like a weirdo. He's very respectful. He's very helpful. He's very, like, kind.
Let's be very clear for everyone listening today. How someone behaves with you is not always how they are behind closed doors. They could be kind to you and a demon behind closed doors. And if someone, like their partner who lives with them 24/7, contradicts your view of them, then your view of them could be wrong. You don't know what they are like 24/7. Your personal limited experience does not negate someone else's documented, lived reality. Period. Supporting your friend is one thing. Dismissing serious allegations because of your own comfort or a nice text you received is another entirely. Brought to you by the University of Duh. So when we put all of these pieces of the DDG puzzle together, the consistent clout chasing, the public beefs, the disses, the alleged abuse, the masterclass in deflection, and the apparent inability to simply take accountability, it paints a pretty vivid picture. This isn't just bad boy antics for clicks anymore. It starts hinting at a deeper pattern of behavior. Is it immaturity, a severe lack of self-awareness, or maybe a dash of narcissistic tendencies? We're just observing the public evidence here. And to be completely honest with you, I myself in the past did display certain of these traits, such as having difficulties to take accountability, always deflecting my responsibility in anything that went wrong. And to be honest with you, what I did is I took time off to myself. I made sure to surround myself with people who would call me out when I needed to be called out. I took a break from pursuing any type of relationship to work on myself and to also consider how I react to certain situations and to why I had such an issue taking accountability. And to be honest with you, the work is still ongoing, but I definitely have noticed a difference. I've also noticed a difference in the quality of the relationships I built with people. So I definitely do advocate for taking time to be introspective and to fix what you think that needs to be fixed. But anyway, back to the action. The pattern of DDG is loud and clear. It makes you wonder about the real character behind the controversial brand. Is it a classic case of public behavior leaving us with more questions than answers about the person in the middle of it all? Or am I completely outside the mark? So DDG, is he just a master of controversy, riding the wave of outrage to stay relevant? Or is there a deeper, more concerning pattern at play that genuinely impacts those around him? Is this calculated for fame or a genuine reflection of who he is when the cameras are off? The tea has been spilled, the receipts have been analyzed, and now it's your turn. What do you think, besties? Drop your raw, honest thoughts in the comments below. Did I miss anything? Did I hit the nail on the head? Don't forget to like the video if you appreciate the deep dive. Share it with everyone who needs to hear this. And of course, subscribe to the Shay Shay TV family for more unfiltered, sassy pop culture analysis. Shay Shay out.